Hello Sagittarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading. This video is brought to you by Temu, and this is a yin-yang bracelet that I recently got. I love it. They've got so many items that you can choose from for really not a whole lot, and be able to use my discount code and my affiliate link to be able to get more of a discount. So it's fantastic, and you'll have a lot of fun shopping on there if you're not familiar with that site. Anyway, let's get into some messages here, Sagittarius, and see what it is that needs to come forward this time. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind. I'll be pulling from the Golden Dahlia, the Destined Oracle by Maria of La Belle 13. I'll also pull from the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon, and I'll clarify everything with my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition deck. If you're not familiar with this one, it was created especially for beginners who would like to learn how to read tarot for yourselves. Super, super easy because it's got upright and reversed interpretations already written out. All right, so links down below for anything that you see here. All right, so let's get started and see what the opening message is here for you, Sagittarius. All right, here we go, guys. So whoever it is that you're thinking about or focused on, what's the message? And this card is coming towards me. Attachment, okay? Could be either a toxic attachment, an unhealthy attachment. Let's see what that's about. Look at this. Toxic influence. I was just saying that and I felt it. All right, let's see what else. Look at this. Cautious. So you're being guided to pay attention to the red flags here, Sagittarius, okay? Let's see what else. Or you could have already gotten out of a toxic relationship, and that person could still feel attached to you somehow. Rebirth. So I actually love that, because this is you being able to move forward, you know, to be able to experience better, to be able to see things in a different light. Interesting. Let's grab one more here. So in a way, you're being given the opportunity to go through your own awakening here, and to do your shadow work if that is something that you have either already done. But this could also pertain to the person that you're focused on if it was, again, a toxic relationship or that toxic influence, whatever that is. And hopefully this person, they've been able to do some work on themselves in order for them to go through their own rebirth. So this might be this individual that's being brought up in this reading for those of you who feel that you've dealt with somebody like this. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot messages here. So if they're working on themselves, that might actually be a really good thing. That might contribute to perhaps a reunion for those of you who would be interested in that, you know. But if not, hopefully just wishing this person the best for them to move on with their life and to let go of any attachments here. Four of Cups. Okay, that makes sense for me. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So going back to this person hopefully being able to do the work, the shadow work, the rebirth that we see here, you know, paying attention to the red flags that perhaps they might have run into themselves, or unlearned lessons, whatever that is. We do have the opportunity here to start again with the Ace of Cups. And I feel with that Four of Cups coming in first, this is representing their regrets, you know, when it comes to maybe the two of you or the relationship not working out, the fact that you guys are not together at this point. And maybe they are also feeling that it is a missed opportunity, that it's too much water under the bridge at this point, you know. So let's see what else here. But that Ace of Cups, you know, it is a card of being able to fill that cup for oneself initially. And hopefully that's what this person is doing. Now, if you relate to this for yourself, Sagittarius, hopefully there are lessons tied into this whole thing, and you're being able to focus on living the best life that you can at this point, detaching from people, situations that no longer serve a purpose in your life. And by focusing on the art of shadow work here, it really is the practice of healing our behaviors, you know, our wounds, our beliefs. If we tend to self-sabotage ourselves, removing whatever blocks are standing in the way of progress in our lives. And hopefully whoever needs that is able to focus on that, you know, to be able to love oneself first in order to experience the love that either of you might be hoping to find outside of yourselves, you know. Hopefully that makes sense. We do have the 10 of Wands right here. So the heavy burdens, someone who's stressed out, burnt out, you know. Maybe this person took you for granted. They didn't appreciate you when you guys were together, or they're just taking on too much in their life, you know, this heaviness that they're carrying around. We do have the Sun, but that's followed by the Tower. So ultimately I feel, you know, maybe you and this person certainly shared some happy times together, but we clearly see a Tower here that might have created some sort of chaotic environment in the relationship. We already see the toxic influence right there. This created a separation, regardless of how happy you guys might have been at one point in time, you know, because I feel this person, they could have brought some of their issues into the partnership. Maybe you both did. So it created this Tower where lessons needed to be learned. And in order to learn those lessons, maybe you guys needed to spend time apart from each other. But I really like that we have the 7 of Pentacles here, because this is a card of perseverance. It is a card of being able to wait and see how something plays out. And it's also a card of putting in the work, and it will pay off. You know, if you're dedicating your time and energy towards yourself and being able to heal from something challenging, just know that eventually things will fall into place. You know, that this is giving you the time to be able to grow and to work things out for yourself, or even for this person that you're focused on. All right, so even though that started off as a pretty heavy message, I feel that things can certainly improve and get better for either yourself, the relationship, or the person who's coming forward with this toxic energy. Okay, so let's grab something else, another message from the Pine and Rose deck here for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know? All right, so someone's feeling alone here. All right. We do have I will never forget. We have unspoken feelings. We have history. I feel like grabbing one more. You guys definitely share a past, you know, a history together, but more than likely at this point, you're no longer interacting. You're no longer speaking to each other. But what they're telling you here is they're never going to forget you. And maybe you won't ever forget this person either. And this is the next card. We do have Dancing Through My Dreams. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. We've got a karmic partnership here. So there could be karmic ties here, karmic attachments that could have been toxic. You know, they could have also had commitment issues. Okay, and look at the next card. We have no. So in a way, this is telling you it's like, it's time to move on. This is a no situation. You know, don't plan on revisiting getting back together with this person. And then we have ghosted. So maybe you might have already ghosted this person, or they could have ghosted you, you know, and now here they are still thinking about you and perhaps focusing on some of the conversations they wish they had with you. All right, so let's grab some additional tarot messages here. So yeah, they're feeling quite alone without you, but in a way it is karma that is coming back around for this individual. Yeah, they want to start again. They want to start again. Six of Pentacles representing equality, and that could have been lacking, which is why they recognize that now, perhaps. They still want to share a life with you. We get that here. But they could have been the type that just wasn't ready for commitment, you know? They want to move forward. They want to be able to plan something differently with you. We've got the Four of Swords, fears, anxiety, stress. You know, that's a part of their vibe, but it's also very healing because it's time to, this is a card of rest. You know, it's like taking a break from the pain, from the past, from any negative experiences that you guys might have had with each other. And this is somebody who perhaps would benefit from spending time on their own. It could be this person. We see the alone reference, you know, and Four of Swords is somebody who just needs that solitude. Yep. Look at this. And now we've got the Devil card. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Capricorn. And interesting, you know, how this is a card of obsessiveness, picking up off of the shadow self, somebody who has those attachments, and we've seen that. So it could have something to do with the karmic partner right here. All right, so this is a lesson for sure that some of you needed to learn. It was a part of your life's journey to be able to connect with this person and learn the lesson behind that, because there's something about this relationship that is unhealthy and it is toxic. Look at the next card. We now have the Two of Swords. So it's not meant to move forward, but that could also be a blessing in disguise for you, you know, because it's no longer progressing. You can start focusing on perhaps new connections, people that you might have an interest in that could be more of a compatible partnership, and ideally leading you towards a person that is fully committed to a relationship. But we do have Dancing Through My Dreams, so I feel they are dreaming about you, especially when they are feeling quite alone or lonely. We do have the Queen of Swords, followed by the Ten of Wands. So Divine Feminine, whenever I see the Queen of Swords, you know, you are perhaps communicating to your masculine that you're not going to be putting up with any nonsense on their part or any toxicity. You might have cut this person out of your life already. More than likely you have. And because it was just too much of, as this card's interpretation, Ten of Wands, it is too much of an uphill battle, too much of an uphill struggle to make things work between the two of you. So at the end of the day, what I'm feeling here for you, Sagittarius, if this is your reading, if this makes sense for you that you're better off without this person, let them learn whatever lessons they need to learn. They need to be able to process their own attachments and inner demons and do that shadow work, and to be able to move forward in their life. And that's all you can do at this point, is to be able to move on, move forward, learn the lesson behind it, and to be able to find a connection that's way better suited for you. Okay, so I will leave that there. Hopefully there's something in the messages that makes sense for you. Not an easy thing to go through for sure, but I really do feel if this is your story, moving on, it simply will bring you the blessings now rather than some of the difficult experiences that you've had. All right, guys, so that's where I'll leave it. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, if I can speak today. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.